How does your brain detect errors during problem solving? Imagine trying to solve a puzzle, and suddenly your brain whispers, "Something's not right." That internal alert is your brain at work, catching mistakes as they happen. When you work through a problem, your brain is constantly checking if your actions match what you expect. This process is like having an internal quality control system that keeps you on track. It mainly happens in a part of your brain called the medial frontal cortex, especially in a spot called the anterior cingulate cortex. This area acts like a control tower, watching for conflicts or mistakes. Inside this region, there are special neurons called error neurons. These neurons fire off signals when they sense you've made a mistake, even without anyone telling you. When you try to solve a problem, your brain predicts what the right answer should be based on what you already know. As you respond, your brain compares what you did with that prediction. If there's a mismatch, this triggers a signal called the error-related negativity. This is like an electrical beep in your brain that says, "Hey, something's off." The anterior cingulate cortex then steps in as a kind of decision maker. It notices the conflict or error and helps your brain decide what to do next. It might slow down your response or make you pay more attention to avoid making the same mistake again. It works closely with other parts of your brain, like the prefrontal cortex, which helps plan your next move, and the basal ganglia, which helps control your actions. Research shows that in the medial frontal cortex, there are neurons that respond immediately when an error happens. This means your brain can recognize mistakes internally without needing external feedback. These error neurons signal that a correction is needed, helping you learn and improve your problem-solving skills over time. Your brain also uses a chemical messenger called dopamine to help with learning from mistakes. When you make an error, dopamine activity drops briefly, signaling that the outcome was worse than expected. This helps your brain remember to avoid similar mistakes in the future. During complex problem solving, other brain areas like the prefrontal cortex and the parietal cortex work together. They help hold information in your working memory, plan strategies, and keep track of your progress. This coordination helps you notice when something isn't working and adjust your approach. Thanks to this error detection system, you can learn from your mistakes, change your strategies, and get better at solving problems. It explains why when you realize you've gone wrong in a math problem or puzzle, you can quickly correct yourself and avoid repeating the same mistake. In short, your brain detects errors during problem solving by comparing what you expect to happen with what actually happens. Special neurons in the medial frontal cortex and signals like the error-related negativity help catch mistakes internally. This system helps you self-monitor, make adjustments, and improve your skills over time.